Hello, I'm Jeff Hampton with the Hampton Law Firm. Welcome to our YouTube channel today. I wanted to talk about a subject that's brought up by people who are facing domestic violence charges. I'll sometimes get calls from clients and they'll say, Jeff, listen, the alleged victim, my wife, my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, they don't want to prosecute, but I have an emergency protective order in place. How do I get it removed? So today we're going to break down emergency protective orders, everything you need to know about it. What if you don't know if you have one? What if you don't have the paperwork for it? We'll go over all that today. And I encourage you, if you'll wait around to the end of this video, I will provide you a free resource, what to do if you've been charged with a domestic violence case in Texas. All right, let's jump right in. Now, how do I remove an emergency protective order? I think I have one in place. What can I do to do that? Well, a lot of people ask me, is it possible to get it removed before my case is dismissed? It depends, okay? Here's what it depends on. Does the alleged victim, in your case, want to prosecute or not? If they do not want to prosecute and they are willing to cooperate, then what we can do is they can get with us and we can actually look to provide what's called an Affidavit of Non Prosecution. Now, I've got some other previous videos where I talk about affidavits of non-prosecution in our domestic violence channel portion of our YouTube channel. I encourage you to go back and take a look at some of those videos. But I will just tell you this, an affidavit of non-prosecution, it gives the alleged victim an opportunity to outline the specifics for why they don't want to prosecute. And it'll also give them an opportunity to say they're not scared of you. They don't feel like there's any clear and present concern or danger about the two of you being around each other. Now, how does the emergency protective order process actually work? Well, let's just assume for a second that the alleged victim gets us an affidavit of non-prosecution, and we can now take that and file what is called a modification of a protective order or a modification of the emergency protective order. And so part of filing that modification is we can actually potentially remove it. And a lot of people say, I don't understand, Jeff, why is there a protective order to begin with? I mean, the alleged victim did not want to prosecute at all. Why is there one in place? Well, here's the bad news. Under Texas law, if you've been charged with a domestic violence allegation, it happens automatically. An emergency protective order is issued automatically by operation of law. So in other words, Texas law requires it, okay? So the way to get it removed, however, is we can file this motion to modify the protective order. And here at the Hampton Law Firm, we do that for every one of our clients when that opportunity presents itself. But I want to remind you, this is where I run into issues with clients sometimes. Remember, even if you're in the process of trying to get it modified, do not reestablish contact with that person until it's approved. I mean, this is a critical issue. Over and over again, I've seen people that get impatient, they get back on the phone or they drive back over there. I want you to understand, police actually sometimes camp out near places where they know there is a protective order, looking to see if the person on that protective order comes back. And here's what will happen. If you go back before that motion is to modify is approved, you'll be charged with a brand new crime, a Class A misdemeanor of violation of a protective order. We obviously don't want that. So if you know that the alleged victim is willing to write an affidavit of non-prosecution for you and talk about what really happened, you need your lawyer to file that motion and complete this process as soon as possible for you. Now, what if you don't know if an emergency protective order is in place? What if you can't find your copy? Contact the Hampton Law Firm at 817-877-5200. We can look you up in the system. We can help assist you with this process. And if you have questions about your domestic violence case, we're here ready to help you with that process. Okay, I promised you if you waited around to the end of this video, I would give you a free ebook, What to Do If You've Been Charged with a Domestic Violence Case in Texas. All you got to do is click the link down here below and put in your information. We'll be happy to email that over to you. Thanks for joining us here today, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video series.